All right, so here is part 2. We're going to set it up. This will be going right here on the vertical components, and this will be going to our horizontal component. Doesn't really matter where you put them since you're going to be multiplying, but just to keep it consistent, we're going to put this one here, that one here. All right, so I'm going to put a little note just so you guys have it as reference on how we got those set up. So this setup will go here, and this setup will go there. All right, so we can keep it consistent. So I'm just going to write it. Keep in mind that these are terms separated by a plus. Negative g to the third, h to the fifth, and this is g to the third. This one is going to be negative g squared h to the fifth plus g to the second. I may use pen for this. All right, so it's time to multiply now. Negative times a negative is going to be a positive, so this will be positive g. 3 plus 2 is 5. H, carry the letter H. 5 plus 5 is 10. This will be negative times a positive is a negative. G to the fifth power times H to the fifth power. Then I'm doing this right here. You want to zoom in a little bit. There, I think that's a little better. So this will be a negative, positive times a negative will be a negative g to the fifth power times h to the fifth power. This will be just g to the fifth power. I can combine like terms. This one here and that one there. So I'm going to add those. And that will be g to the fifth power, h to the 10, and this is negative 1 plus negative 1 will be negative 2 g to the fifth, h to the fifth, plus g to the fifth power. Let's go to this one here. Let's do the setup. So I'm keeping the same setup where this one goes on the vertical and that goes on the horizontal. So do the coefficients always. Negative 10 times negative 2 would be positive 20. Carry the a, add the exponents. 3 plus 6 is 9. This is negative 10 times negative 7 will be positive 70. A to the 8. 5 times negative 2 will be negative 10. A to the second times a to the 6. You add the exponents, so a to the 8. And 5 times negative 7 will be negative 35. A to the second times a to the fifth will be a to the 7. Okay, and I can combine like terms now. I can combine the diagonals here. I can combine that. And that will be, well, I'll rewrite this one and those. So that's going to be 20, a to the 9th, negative 10, plus 70 will be positive 60, a to the 8, and just rewrite this one minus 35, a to the 7. Make sure you're boxing your answers. All right, and let's go to this one here. So same setup. So I set it up. This one is the vertical, that's the horizontal. So I did the first one already. Negative 5 times 4 is negative 20, a times s. The next one will be negative 5 times 8 will be negative 40 times a. Negative 7 times 4 will be negative 28, then carry the s. Negative 7 times 8 will be negative 56. So can I combine anything? In this case, let me see if there's anything that can be combined. I'm afraid not. So you're just going to rewrite it. Minus 20 as minus. Okay, so it looks like there was a little mistake here, but I fixed it. So this will be negative 5s times 4s will be negative 20s squared, and negative 5s times 8 will be negative 40 times s. Negative 7 times 4 s, not 45, for s is negative 28s. So in this case, I could combine like terms. So then I have negative 20 s squared minus 68 s minus 56. And now we are good. Whew, that was a hard one. Now let's set it up again. This one goes here. And now let's work it out. This will be negative u to the 10 v squared. This will be positive u to the 5th and v squared and w. This one will be negative u to the 5th, v to the 2nd, and w. And then this will be negative v, or actually positive v squared and w squared. Can we combine like terms? Yep. This here, they actually cancel out. Only thing left, we have negative u to the 10 times v squared plus v squared times w squared. Box it. This one was a good one too. And we are almost done. So if you want to pause and look back, you can. Right, there it is. Let me set it up. That goes here. This one goes in the horizontal. I'm sorry, the vertical. This one goes in the vertical. And the one on the right goes on the horizontal. So let's set it up. So there's the setup. Okay. Now let's multiply. Negative 2 times negative 2 will be positive 4. Y to the 4 times y to the 4 will be y to the 8. Negative 2 times negative 9 will be positive 18. And 4 plus 3 is 7. Negative 9 times negative 2 will be positive 18. Y to the 3rd times y to the 4th will be y to the 7. For this one, is negative, this is basically what's going on when I'm doing it in my head, is negative 9 y cubed times negative 9 y cubed. So what I'm doing is I'm multiplying the negative 9 times negative 9, and I say that's going to be positive 81. And then I do this one's here, y to the 3rd times y to the 3rd, that's 3 plus, that's going to be y, and you add the exponent, so 3 plus 3 will be 6. So this is y to the 6. So this is the step that I'm skipping. I'm doing it in my head. And now we combine like terms. Looks like we have 18y to the 7 plus 18y to the 7. So we're just going to rewrite this 2 and then combine the middle. So 4y to the 8, combine the middle. 18 plus 18 is 36. Y to the 7 plus 81. Y to the 6. We are one step away from the answer for this one. So let's set it up. 6z to the 5th minus 18z to the 4 minus z to the 6 minus 3z to the 5th. Okay, so this will be 6 times negative 1 will be negative 6z to the 11, and 6 times negative 3 will be negative 18z to the 10. This will be, this is a hard one. Negative 18 times negative 1 will be positive 18, z to the 10. And then this will be negative 18 times 3 will be negative 54, positive 54. Z to the 9. And I think we can combine like terms. In this case, they actually will cancel out. They will be equals to 0. Okay, so all we need is the two numbers on the side. So negative 6z to the 11 plus 54z to the 9. And that is it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.